I get to work on the business as opposed to in the business. I have a young family, I have a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. I get to spend a lot more time with my family. I'm Sean, this is Strong Body Health and Fitness in Walkinstown in Dublin, and we are a coach-led group training facility. The majority of our members are kind of 35 to 60, regular people, busy professionals, busy parents who don't have a ton of time to spend hours a day in the gym. I joined the gym in college and just kind of got into it, started reading, started just getting really into it and designing my own programs. I was living in Canada at the time and I followed a guy who had a small group kind of personal training gym in Dublin. He opened a small gym and it kind of, again, the idea just kind of snowballed. I came home, I got qualified, got my level 3 and my level 4, and then a unit came up and signed a lease and started really from there. I went in completely blind as a complete hobbyist. Went in not knowing anything about marketing, sales. I knew how to write a good program and I knew I got on with people. What challenges didn't I face really, like all of them, from lack of growth, stagnant growth, members leaving, honestly everything, absolutely everything was the challenge. So I first discovered FMA from a Facebook ad of Dublin gymowner who I knew and who I knew was very successful. Started to follow, started to look, got a couple of emails, and then maybe 3 years later scheduled a call with Charlie, jumped on board on the Momentum program, got great results. I think in the first 2 weeks we'd made like 4.5 grand in sales, which was unheard of. I probably hadn't made €1,000 in front end sales ever. And then like the rest is history, stayed on and just, yeah, it's been ever growing really. I suppose the main result is steady growth. Like kind of predictable steady growth. We came back from COVID with 34 members and currently we have 106 active members with 12 front-end trialists. We would have been around kind of maybe like 7-8K a month, and we're up at 16 now at the moment, so 16K per month. Now we have 2 coaches, we have 2 staff. So what that means for me as a business owner is that the cliche, I get to work on the business as opposed to in the business. But also, I have a young family, I have a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. I get to spend a lot more time with my family. Been to maybe 6 masterminds at this stage. The first one I went to, I was at a table with someone who just joined FMA, who just opened a gym, and someone who was making 7 figures. And the big hitter was taking advice off the brand new guy, as the same way the new guy was taking advice off the 7-figure gym owner. So I mean, it's a great day out of the business because being in a room with people who've been there and done that, it's reassuring, it's very reassuring. I'd say if you're on the fence, I mean, like, what's the worst that could happen? If you sign up and you do the Momentum program and it doesn't work, what have you lost really in the grand scheme of things? The main thing would be looking at the track record that FMA have and the clients that they have and still, have to this day and who've been with them a long time. We do what FMA says, it works, and that's it.